be live on YouTube. Let me know if you could hear me. For some reason, the alerts don't seem to be working. It could have been because I released a YouTube video this morning. Possibly. I don't really know. Let's take a look. Okay. I gotta tweet this out because I couldn't get this link. Oops, shit. I couldn't get this link beforehand. Let me copy that. Go to twitter.com. We'll post that. Live on YouTube. There we go. All right, let me bring the chat back up. Hopefully some people could hear me. There's not many in here, so we'll just wait a couple minutes and then we'll kind of get started. Let me get off that page. It's done this for the last 2 weeks, actually, where we haven't, it hasn't been posting alerts for some reason. I don't know if it's posted out to my Discord, but we'll take a look in a second. Actually, let me see right now. So there was a few new things today, which, or not today, the other day for the UISP. And I wasn't going to originally do a video on it, but I decided I probably should. Frederick, good morning from Central Texas. Awesome. Sure, it's warm down there. Yeah, so we'll wait a couple minutes. I don't know how much more is new, but I wasn't even going to do a video on that UISP stuff, but some people seem to like the My Thoughts videos, so that's all good. Albert, good morning. Tim, good morning. It said 9 a.m. Eastern, and it's actually 9 a.m. Central. Could be because of my computer. No, I don't know. I did notice a hour difference too, but my computer time's set to Eastern Standard Time, so I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, that's weird. That's very strange. It may be, I don't know. I'll have to look into the YouTube stuff a little later on, so hopefully next week that doesn't happen. Maybe because I haven't switched anything in the YouTube. I've just switched it within, I mean, I just have a different computer, right? I don't know what's different there, but Angry, how's it going? Good morning. I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube right now. We'll wait a couple minutes. I don't know how many people are going to join this if the timing seems off. Usually we do it at 11 a.m., but I have some things to do today. So I'm doing it a little bit earlier. Robert, good morning. How are you? What tech support do you need? I don't need any tech support. I'm just going to be talking some tech, a bit of you know, Ubiquity stuff. Tony, good morning. How's it going? From the islands. I don't even know where that is. Let me take a look. Oh yeah, in Denmark. Nice. Or part of the Kingdom of Denmark. My buddy's actually from Denmark. Oh, so yeah, let me look. So how this whole thing started, it was kind of funny. I got somebody tagged me in a post after, so it was Space Rex. And if you don't know Space Rex, go and follow his channel. He's really great. He does a lot of Synology stuff. He also does some Ubiquity stuff and a couple other things. But the video did come out, and I did know it came, I knew it came out a couple days ago, but he posted this, you know, community page. Unified just posted a video, and it was that UISP thing. How long before Cody from Mac Telecom Networks gets his reaction video out? He did a poll for 5 minutes or 6 minutes, which I think is kind of funny. I'm typically, once they release it, like I'm on the ball, and I'll go and I'll record my video and then I'll release my thoughts. But this time I'm like, I don't really do too much UISP stuff. Look and sound great. Thank you. Appreciate it. Timothy, good morning. How are you? I got my Ubiquity DM installed. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, this week was really busy for me with the with those on-site jobs, plus like other consulting. I wanted this coming week to be a little bit slower, but I ended up taking a bunch of stuff. So the on-site jobs that I did in that video, I have to go back on Wednesday, because we have 2 ISP connections coming in, and then they're going through this SD-WAN solution that I have nothing to do with. And from the SD-WAN solution goes just into the UDM Pro. But we didn't have the secondary ISP line, so now we have to make second trips to all 4 sites to get that done, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, in the butt. Can't swear here. Oh, you have a YouTube, one on PC, one Twitch. Oh, awesome. Perfect. Alonzo, how's it going? Good morning. Christoph, how's it going? But yeah, Space. I meant to mention Space Rex in the video that I released this morning because I thought this was pretty funny. But when I was doing the editing, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot. But let's take a quick look at that. Where the heck is it? UISP. So like even here, let's just go to their main site. This is all their new. A lot of this stuff right here is their new wave stuff for the you know, UISP, which looks cool, and it makes me want to become a wireless ISP. The thing with becoming a wireless ISP, one, we don't need it here where I live, really, because we have a lot of internet options. And two, I don't want to climb towers. I guess I could always find somebody to do it for me. I know a couple people who are wireless ISPs in this area, and they kind of do. We have a lot of farm fields, so that's usually what they go for. That's their customer base anyway. Controlling Tech, how's it going? Where is that, Timmy? So I didn't go. I always get Timmy's in the morning if I go to the gym. I didn't go to the gym because I'm too tired. Steven, how's it going? Good morning. Yeah, I didn't go to the gym. We went for a game night last night, and I'm usually in bed very early, and we didn't get home till like midnight. I didn't end up sleeping till like 1. I got up at like 5:30, so I'm a little off today. Hello from Mini Apple. Hey, how's it going, Steve? DG, how's it going? Good morning. Finally got my haircut too. It was like 5.5, 6 weeks, and yeah, I'm glad I did that. I'm doing a router swap on my work PC tonight, so multitasking. Awesome. Multitasking is always a good skill to have, I guess. Some people can't do it though, which is okay. Yeah, I mean, this looks really cool. Like they have the UISP, and I always mess that up. People mention it in my videos all the time because I usually say USIP. I don't know why. It's just something I do, and I get reamed on it. I think the video this morning I didn't say it once. But if we look down here, I thought they were doing new GPON stuff. We'll have to look at that in a sec. But this power thing, it looks pretty cool. I guess I could have. Oh, I didn't even see this. I didn't see this. The Power Pro. They didn't mention that. Darn it. I'm gonna see if I could get my hands on some of this stuff. They probably won't send it to me just because it's an EA. And then again, I don't know where I'm gonna deploy it, right? But that Power Pro, we have the proprietary cables, which kind of sucks. The other thing was this UISP Router Pro, which looks really cool. So I wouldn't mind trying it. I already have this one right here, and it works pretty well. Let's see. Watching my NAS, how's it going? I think it was you who were you were trolling me, weren't you? Or somebody was trolling me. I forget. Somebody in the comments. In one of my community posts. I forget who it was. Last Dragon, how's it going? I've been using MikroTik for WISP at the moment. I don't do a lot of work with the MikroTik stuff. I didn't have to get up at 5:30, but I usually get up very early in the morning, so it's hard not to. And I was going to get in to the gym. The UISP, see, I did it again. It does look good. Again, like the data center stuff, that's true. Yeah, I thought it was you. I'm like, I know who that was. And what was that all about? That was because I was posting a community post on asking people if they wanted to see the video. Actually, there was quite a few people who didn't want to see the video early. Let's go back to my channel. Let's go there. So there was 21% who didn't want to see the video this week. So I said, should I release the next on-site job or wait till next week? There was 738 votes. I mean, the majority of people, I knew in my head what people were going to want. And I kind of wanted it too. I'm very impatient when I do these videos and get a video done and edited. I'm like, I'm just going to release it like right away. So I kind of knew what was going to happen, but I'm surprised with that. 21% didn't want to see it till next week. So UISP is something if you wanted to provide internet for other people with their air fiber dishes. Yeah, so and you could use it still for like point-to-point deployments. If you have two different businesses like across the street from each other, you could use it like that as well if you wanted. I mean, at that point, I would probably just get, you know, a couple nano stations and not even have it in the UISP console. I did get a notice that my unified DC switches hit Honolulu and should be delivered in the next 3 days. That's awesome. You'll have to let me know how they work for you. Yeah. So primarily, yeah. But the one thing with the UISP, you have to have the controller somewhere. So the controller is free if you have more than 10 devices, which I don't. So after 30 days, you could have it for 30 days. Actually, let me bring this to the side. I just want to make sure I'm not signed in. You have it for 30 days without 10 devices, but at 30 days when you have 10 devices, if you don't have 10 devices, they delete your console or a controller. So that's where this thing comes in, I believe. So the UISP application is pre-installed on the UISP console. So that they'll have it pre-installed there. You can go out to other places. I think Hostify. Oops, I don't want to show. Oh, that's okay. Hostify, I believe, does UISP consoles. Yeah, right here. So if you wanted them to host it for you, you could do that as well. Yeah, which is pretty cool. Airbridge, yep, you could do that too. I prefer, and something I don't know if I'm going to do a video on it or not yet. I haven't actually asked them to send me them, but they did just release. Oops, my head's in the way. They did just release the new building to building bridges, which are right here. The building to building XG. If I get them to send this to me, it's going to be like my other point-to-point video. It's just going to be in my backyard because I have nowhere to deploy these. But I think it would be pretty fun to do. So it's got a 60 gigahertz wireless bridge with 10 gigabit SFP plus interfaces. And then they have that 5 gigahertz backup, which is great. You can do up to 500 meters, 6.6 gigabit throughput, additional RJ45 with port with PoE++. Integrated outer dimmer alignment LED for easy setup. And that makes setting up and aligning your dishes so much easier with this little LED on the side. I don't know why they don't add it to more of their devices, to be honest. But I could maybe see, I'm gonna reach out to them. I think it would be cool. I still have my other building to building bridges that they sent me downstairs. CloudKey better than Hostify? It's one payment. Well, so it all depends what you do. So if you're looking for the UISP controller, you can't really host that on a CloudKey, right? You could host Unified Network, Protect, Talk, whatever in Access. But if you're an MSP, you're not going to be pushing 50 clients to a CloudKey. It's just not going to handle it. I use Hostify for my clients. You could build it on your own server too. Like you could build it on whatever you want and just push your controller or push your clients to that controller. Why are some of the new cameras called AI and some not? So there was a video on it. I do have one of my thoughts videos on it, but they're going to be having, I guess, longer range AI detection for the smart vehicle and person detection. That's the only thing that I really know. You only have right now, the only thing that's in general release is the AI 360. The AI bullet has been announced though. I have one. But besides that, can't really talk too much more about it, but the specs, I think it's just more for that smart detections, and they have their own video on it telling you the differences. Yeah, it definitely saves time for MSPs, right? And I don't know. For me, I'm not going to host it on my own server. I don't even have a server. Richard, good morning. How's it going? So let's look. What else did I have set for today? Okay, so these jobs, they were interesting. Job number 2. Actually, I didn't post a lot of them here, did I? I posted more of them on my TikTok. This was the best looking site in my opinion, was number 2. Number 3, the one I didn't look that good at all, but that's where we're going to be replacing the TP link stuff. Oh, I didn't do an after picture. Damn it. Where did I do that after picture? I have it in my, you know what? I think it's just in my phone. So that's the display picture that I have for the thumbnail of this live stream. But yeah, this site, this was the site number 1 job site of the day. It was a little crawl space. It must have been 5 feet. I had to crouch my back the whole time we were working there. They were supposed to already have the internet connection in. It wasn't. There was supposed to be a coax line, like for a cable internet. It wasn't in. And then they had DSL as well. The DSL wasn't working, so it was a 3-hour waste at that job site. I already took all the gear out, put it in, and I was just waiting for the internet. It was terrible. Ari, good morning. The chime's good. The only thing that I wish with the chime is that we had different noises on the chime. But honestly, I don't mind the default chime sound. I just wish we had the option to change it if we'd like. Do you have any news on the G4 Doorbell Pro restock? I have no idea about that. We don't get time. None of us, anybody who does YouTube doesn't get any extra information that other people don't have. Yes, smash the like button. Where are we here? We're at 42 people, 10 likes. Site 1 is scary. They're all, well, so this site here, the one that I was just showing, you can see the cobwebs. You might not be able to see that too well, but there's cobwebs all over here. There was actually cobwebs inside of the data port. So I was grabbing my like screwdriver and kind of digging it out. I was told there was a rack here and all that, but it was just this little 6U. I hate these little things here, these wall brackets, because they're not stable. Once you start putting in devices that are heavy, it will start bending the bracket. I don't know if they're going to want to spend the money. I think Site 3 will, I could convince them to spend the money to put a new rack in because it is pretty lopsided for sure. The doorbell chime is okay, just it needs more features and tones. Yes, that's correct. So in my video of the doorbell chime, I was saying that it should go out, ding more than one time, but normal doorbells don't even do that, right? So I was kind of off on that point. Ubiquity doorbell, you use it with the electrical chime or the Unify chime. I'm using it with the Unify chime right now. I was having a electrical chime at the beginning and it works fine. This is why I work with, like a smaller person. It would have, like my little brother, he would have been perfect person to bring for this job. If I knew how, like I was going into crawl spaces, these were old houses. If I knew I was going into crawl spaces, I probably would have brought like a little stool thingy. Yes, the G4 Doorbell Pro has been out of stock. So there hasn't been a G4 Doorbell in stock since they released. Not the Pro. Yeah, they were all pretty bad. The wall bracket, that's a 6U. The other one, yeah, they weren't the best. I could have, well, I have air cans. I typically have air cans with me. And then we'll just spray them out, but that's why dust covers and stuff are kind of good for your data jacks. Surprisingly, this floor though, like it was all cement. It was actually pretty clean. You're in a basement of house. You're obviously going to be getting some spiders. So what? Oh yeah, this was the deployment that I did in my backyard. So we have the UISP switch and then we have the UISP router, which they both work pretty good. Oh, that's awesome. Oh my good lord. Yeah, that's tall. She would have been able to stand up straight in that one for sure. I don't think we even have the Unify. I don't think we have the chime in Canada. So I bought mine when we were in early access. Just see, I don't think we have the chime. I like how they redesigned the Canadian site though. I like the look of this. Yeah, we don't have the chime here. It's only in the US and maybe the EU. Is it here? I thought they did a chime. I saw another person do a review on it and he's from Europe. Maybe he just had an American one with an American plug. I don't know. Yeah, it gets dusty no matter what. Hi everyone, I'm about to install a complete UniFi system. I'm using your videos and I look forward to to implement. Awesome. Have fun implementing that. That's going to be a good time. Andrew, good morning. How's it going? What else do I want to talk about? I don't know if I don't have a ton to talk about today. This coming week, people really want to see some more site-to-site VPN videos, so I'll end up doing that. But the site-to-site videos haven't changed. Oh, you know what? That's not gonna, that'll pull up everybody. Like, there's not a whole lot that's changed in 6.6 to 7 to whatever version. It's pretty much exactly the same. So my last video was May 13th, 2021 on site-to-site VPNs within UniFi. But we'll just go through the... I'm thinking we'll just go through the setup. And then I'll say, like, my Synology NAS is my server so that, you know, site A, our primary site, or site B can only access the Synology NAS, and we'll create firewall rules and stuff like that. I think that's something I'll do. I already did a teleport one quite a while ago, actually, when it was, this is my teleport video. It works well. They just need to have a Windows client. That's it. Because they don't have a Windows client yet with it. Yeah, so there was on the one of the Ubiquity videos you could see on the phone. And I think did I bring this up? UniFi Talk. I think it was in this one. So in this video, because you could see a video where they're showing UID, and then on the UID, yeah, there's that little talk icon. So hopefully they end up bringing out a soft phone. I think they're going to. What else is new? Like, look at all this stuff. That thing's cool. UISP horn. Just trying to see what else I've done. I mean, they're not too much. This was site one. This one I wasn't very happy with the cleanup. But there wasn't a whole lot I could do. I couldn't re-terminate them. I couldn't move these patch panels an inch. They had literally no slack on them, even in the ceiling, so I couldn't move them at all. These old Nortel got ripped out. Funny thing about this site, I asked the owner, I said, is there anybody else connected to the site? Because there are some people who lease a couple offices. They're like, nope, they have all their own internet in a, you know, in a different location in the building. I'm like, great. So I ripped everything out. They have this little D-Link router thingy plugged in. I ripped that out. I get a call the next day. Some of the phones aren't working. I'm like, I knew something was going to go wrong. Phones aren't working. This whole office doesn't have internet at all. Turns out they were connected, so I had to figure that out. Had to reconnect all their printers and do all that crap. It was a nightmare going back there. Albert, thank you for the 10. I really appreciate it. That will get me some coffee to keep me up today during the family function. Question, would you recommend for an IR-PoE light? I have a camera with the IR for front. You know what, I'm not... would you recommend the IR? Are you talking about the G4 infrared thing? I have one of them. I don't know any external like IR emitter that you could get besides the Ubiquity one. I'm sure there's other ones, but this one just attaches directly to the G4 bullet. I think it's good. It works great. I use it in my backyard on my G4 bullet. If you're sharing printers across VLANs, would you suggest sharing from main LAN or put them on? I would put printers, I mean, printers are kind of IoT, but I put them on their own LAN or VLAN. What do you do with the cables? I don't know if you, somebody mentioned that in the comments. I keep the majority of them, but I'll leave some of them on site because usually when you're, you know, people are always trying to replug things in, or, you know, somebody else comes in. So I don't throw them out. We keep them. A lot of the times they're great for home labs, but now I have like, if you saw, or I don't know if I even showed that in the video. So I bought 7-foot slim red cables. I used one of them. So now I have like, frig, I think I got 40 of them. So those are going to be my new lab patch cables. The camera has an IR on the camera, but I need another IR to highlight a dark spot. Oh, I'm not too sure about that. I haven't used any external IR. I mean, I'm sure you could get one off Amazon. External. Yeah, like you could get something like this, right? Don't quote me on it if it's good or not though, because I haven't tried it, but any of these, like these should work. I should do some testing with that. It probably won't let you, Joel, it probably won't let you post links in here. YouTube doesn't typically allow you to do that. No. Where are we going? Okay, did I post anything? Oh yeah, I posted the picture on Twitter. It is really warm in this room right now. Did I post it? Oh yeah, this. Like besides all the, like we weren't cleaning up any of this stuff right here. Like there's just a crap ton of cables, but yeah, this is the second site and it looked better. Who asked? One of you asked. I don't know if you're in chat right now, but who the heck was it? Yeah, they asked if, oh, maybe it was on, it could have been on here. They asked if I just bought a 48 port switch to make it look, so I could line them all up. And no, that's not the reason. We still had 25 and 26. Those were being plugged in. And they're going to be expanding with phones. If I wanted to do that and I only had 24, I would end up buying the enterprise switch. Where the heck is it? This one right here. Because it's the same thing, but at the end of the day, we are already out. We're already at 24. So you don't want to leave them without any space to grow, right? Even if we were only using 24. Actually, we were only using 23 because we have that one right there. How are the cats? The cats are good. Mocha, like that one day, I think you probably heard in the Twitch stream, Mocha was being a little weird. She was scared of literally everything. And it could have been this raccoon that we had in the backyard. Actually, I wonder if I could email that to myself. I did a video. There was a raccoon climbing on their catio. But, let's see. Try to email it to myself so I could show you guys. I don't want to log into my cameras. This might be too big to email. It was pretty funny. So I don't know if she saw that and she was freaked out. But this is why I love having cameras in the catio, because we... Okay, so it did send. Let me pull this up quickly. Oh, you know what? Did I do it on my computer? I might already have it downloaded. VLC, I guess. There we go. So you can see the raccoon climbing up right there. But I can't see that freaking her out too much. I don't know what it was trying to get though. It did end up going inside of the catio before when we had the we had the catio door open. So we had this open and then it was trying to get some of the cat food. But we do, I mean, there was a bird in here one day. The door was open. This was during the day. And I came out and it scared it, so I had to get it out. Now we leave the doors locked the whole time. Got Wire, good morning. How's it going? Yes, a Trash Panda. Which camera is that? So that camera is the AI 360 camera. Let's watch that again. I'll turn this. Whoops. Hold on. Uh-oh. Where'd that go? The sound's going off on it and I can't find it. Whatever, that's fine. Yeah, that's AI 360. Probably just interested in the cats. Well, I don't even know where the cats would have been. That was at like maybe 2 in the morning, something like that. So I was just looking the next day because I heard a bang, and I don't know, you know, the cats probably just jumped down and, you know, they were just playing around, but I thought maybe something outside got Mocha scared. So that's when I went back and I saw the raccoon on the smart detections. I think Ubiquiti is implementing, or they're going to be putting in animal detection eventually. If it chewed through my you know what? Maybe it was. That'd be funny. Well, I mean, it wouldn't be funny, but I wouldn't want it to damage it. What are the security features of the Catio or the camera? I mean, the camera has smart person vehicle detection. I mean, it depends what you're looking for. They have line crossing detection, you know, all that type stuff. There is, where did I see it? They were talking about load balancing somewhere. Might have been on Twitter or it might have been on their YouTube video, actually. Let's see. Oops. I don't know if somebody, I looked through the comments quite a bit. Let me just see. Somebody mentioned something about load balancing. I don't know if it was on this video or not. Actually, I kind of agree with this. Proprietary cables suck. That's true. It might not have been on this video, but somebody was asking about load balancing and they said it's coming soon. But they've said it's been coming soon for a while. Gene, how's it going? Good morning. He's going to sell it on eBay. He'd probably make a lot of money off that for sure. The power balancing is cool. Oh, here we go. We got a block. Oop. God, how has YouTube not got rid of those things yet? It is 3-way power balancing. So yeah, it has you have your 2 power inputs, but then it has the lithium battery. Oh yeah, the Power Pro. I didn't mention the Power Pro because I didn't know about it. I should have looked. The only thing that I saw was the Router Pro. So I knew about the Switch Pro. I guess I could have talked about that as well. I should have. Oh well. The Power Pro, they didn't mention it, which I'm kind of... Or wait, maybe they did mention it. See, this is where the products get kind of confusing, especially on the videos, because it looked more like this one right here. But then this... Yeah, who knows? So if the regular USIP power is $300, and this one could do 3, this is probably going to be $500. I could see it. $500 or $600. Oh my God, they're still going. And an external battery. Yeah, I did see that. I wonder when they're going to end up coming out with the other batteries for the mission critical switch. We look here at the mission. Oops. Because I have the mission critical. Actually, is it even available here? Yeah, no, it's not. How much did I spend on that friggin' switch? Oh my lord. I spent $1,000 US on this switch, and then I had to get it shipped to me. Oh crap, I didn't realize it. I didn't realize it was that much. Anyway, they have these UISP, or I keep saying that, USP batteries, and it hasn't really been announced yet, besides like in this picture. I think they might have mentioned it somewhere before. But I wouldn't mind getting a couple of these power or battery banks. Thing with this switch though, even with the battery banks, you still only have 2 outlets, right? So you're only doing 2 devices plugged into there. So here I have my aggregation switch plugged in and my SE. Everything else is just on a normal battery backup. PoE, let's take a look at that one. Holy crap, those are expensive. I bet you they do well though. 478. It's a long range IR. Oh, this goes up to 650 56 feet though. That's probably why it's so expensive. And it's PoE. Nice. I should test out some of these extenders. I think that would make for an interesting video. MikroTik or Ubiquity? I prefer Ubiquity, but I don't really play with MikroTik that much. Well, so the Switch Critical is meant for Unify, and then the USIP is meant for, you know, their wireless stuff. Yeah, I would say this one's probably out of a lot of people, a lot of people's price range. I mean, and you don't need that. You don't need the infrared to go up that long, or go out that far. Looks cool though. Only probably gonna be on here another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna stream some video games on Twitch for a little while. I don't know what I'm gonna play today, but if you guys want to check out Twitch or want to talk more, this is my Twitch channel. I will link it here. I am streaming on Twitch right now as well. I don't know what I'm gonna play today though. Maybe Raft, maybe Elden Ring. I don't know. We'll see. But I do have things to do today. So tomorrow I have a bunch of consulting jobs. Tuesday I have to go swap out a Netgate 2100 for 6100. Wednesday I have to go back to those sites to do those SD-WAN stuff. Thursday, Friday, I don't really know yet. I don't think I booked too much. Oh yeah, that's what we were going to look at. Do they have the GPON stuff? I thought I saw somebody say that they've updated their GPON. See, I don't know if any of this is new because I've never worked on any of it. Like, is this stuff new? Oh yeah, it is. So this is an EA. So we have the OLT XGS, we have the OLT4 and the OLT8, but I don't know if these were released like recently. $1,700 and $1,100. Let's go look at buy now. Interesting. I've never worked on these. Actually, maybe I did in one place. I use both UI and MikroTik as also Cisco. Sienna, I like UI for its simple. Prefer MikroTik for the routers when UI can't meet. Yeah, that's true. We don't do a lot of fiber cabling, to be honest with you, but there's, if we're doing fiber cabling, we go through like Graybar or Annixter. So the SD-WAN solution, I have nothing to do with this SD-WAN, but it is by, I forget who it is, to be honest with you. I might look into SD-WAN and do a video on it. I need to do my research on it though. I forget who was providing the SD-WAN stuff. I am going to go on, I'm going to game for a bit. I'm pretty tired. I'll probably only game for, I don't know what time is it now. I'll probably game for an hour maybe till 12 and then get off and get ready for this family function thing we have. I'm not too sure if I'm going to play Raft or if I'm going to play Elden Ring. Elden Ring's hard, but I think I should try to beat it. I've never beat a Dark Souls game before. The OLT 4 and 8 are existing. Okay, gotcha. P. Foster, how's it going? Good morning. I have the OLT in the field. Oh, nice. What time is it there? It is 10:40 in the morning. Albert, thank you for the tip again and have a good day. It's not Velo Cloud. I forget who it is. I guess I could look. Chameleon, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I think that popped up on the screen here. So I wasn't setting up any of the ISP connections. It was another company who's doing their phones. So I didn't have to deal with all of that, but let me just find. So they're using another company to do the SD-WAN stuff, which is, I'm just trying to find. Oh, they're called Adaptive, but I don't know what they use. Like Adaptive Networks. So there's a lot of different companies now involved in this deployment. So there's Adaptive Networks, there's Mac Telecom Networks, and then there's this other company that's doing their phones. So the phone people are dealing with their internet. So they're bringing in 2 internet lines, then they're doing this adaptive solution, you know, moving at, I don't even know what it would be. But yeah, this is the web page if you want to check it out. They have 0 downtime. But what if both of your ISPs go down? That's not true. I recently had to find the SCP module on the Unify sword. They did bury it. Yeah, so you have to type in to the search window. Alexander, how's it going? XGS is a multi-gigabit capable and oh cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind looking into more of their like you know, UISP stuff or their GPON. I don't know if how or Huawei or however you say it are catching the market. I'm not too sure. I don't use any of their stuff. I don't even know. There was a big case on them in Canada, so I'm not too sure if we even use them here. Do you need to fill all the drive bays in the NVR Pro, or will it work with only one? It will. You could only put 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, whichever you want. I actually just had a customer, their cameras, it kept disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting. Anyway, I'm like, there was a bug within Unify Protect before. It ended up being their second hard drive was failing. It does have the correct time zone set, and usually you guys could see the time rate in the bottom. I take that off, and I will be taking that off because when I do YouTube videos, there's a big span between, and people are always questioning the time marking, so I do end up taking that out. What I'm not Sujay, I don't know what you mean dual power supply. Can we get crosstalk Chris phones? I think Chris has his own phones, does he not? Crosstalk solution. I don't do enough VoIP stuff. That's why I like Unify Talk, because it's simple. But he has a whole line. Like if you're looking for free PBX stuff, he has a whole line, and I think he has crosstalk branded phones, which is cool. Yeah, here we go. Right here. There's his PBXs right there. I think the GPON stuff will end up on the same, on the UISP. Looks like the stream froze. Did it freeze? Did we drop frames? I think it's just you, maybe? We didn't drop any frames there. So with the UNVR Pro, you only have 2 options. So if you put in, you know, two drives and you're doing RAID 1, else it's RAID 5. I don't know if they have RAID 10 yet. I forget. Yeah, I mean, it all depends. It's hard with because they're in the United States, so to get their phones into Canada, the price differences, it just ends up costing a lot of money. I mean, if we're doing small deployments, I'll do small, like 4 or 5 phone Grand Stream systems. Or whenever Unify Talk gets here, if it ever does get into Canada, we'll start deploying that. I am setting up a customer with 5 Unify phones using VOIP.MS. And actually, that was in this job video. Where the heck was it? On site? I don't know what I call them anymore. On site. I think it was this job. This job. God, that dirt stash. Yeah, this job here, we're giving them 5 Ubiquity phones. They wanted the Unify phones. So we'll end up doing that. We'll do our 911 stuff through VoIP.MS. Chris uses reband to clear the IP. That's correct, yep. All right, 5 more minutes. So ask your questions, then we're moving over to Twitch to just play some games. I'm already on Twitch right now. But yeah, we'll be an hour, probably another hour on Twitch. I need to try to nap before I go to this family thing. Oh, Tom DeLong's on Twitter. Oh yeah, TikTok, yeah. So yeah, this week we'll end up doing the site-to-site VPN video. I'm not too sure what else we'll do. I still need to look into some of more of the Synology stuff. The dirt stash. Yeah, it's unfortunate I can't grow facial hair anymore, which sucks. I used to have, like, my LinkedIn isn't too bad, like that profile picture. I don't even know if I could sign in here. I forget what my username is on this. I used to be able to grow a beard, and now I friggin' can't. Because it's all white. So no one could see. I don't know my passwords. No one could see it. It used to be like full on brown, but now all my friggin' hair is white. Jumping off. All right. Have a good day. Yep. Take care. How many companies do you use Unified Chimes? So a lot of people don't, because the chimes aren't out everywhere right now. The chimes are just for the doorbells. That's it. Yeah. So I'm going to move over to Twitch. If you want to head over, watch me play some games. We could still talk tech or whatever. I'm going to be there. But for now, I'm going to be hopping off of YouTube. And then, yeah. I'm going to play Elden Ring or Raft or something like that. I'm going to take a quick break and then play some games. But I will be live on YouTube again next Sunday at 11 a.m. EST. So an hour later than this morning's. And yeah, watch out for some videos this week. But thanks for everybody for coming by. Appreciate the thumbs up, everything, you know, the chat. And